Hey, good morning, traders. How we doing? You have a good weekend? Do any review? Any insight? Posted a video in the members site over on Patreon. You get updates, pre-market analysis, some more thoughts. You get this fresh, so you can have a little review before you start your trading day. It's about 10 to 6 here in California. And it doesn't take much. We're just chasing impulse legs. Taking a look at the news, Friday looks pretty busy. Ad blockers doing something. Goolsby's speaking at 7 a.m. We don't trade until about 7:15, 7:30. Let the market start flowing. Find our Wednesday. You got some Feds guys talking, but it's pretty low. Unemployment claims come out on Thursday. What time is that? 5:30 a.m. Yeah, so it's before we trade. And then Friday's the big day. All the stuff, all the news comes out on Friday. So yeah, over on the member site, you get fresh data, fresh stuff. I'm just following the impulse legs, right? I'm just following these guys. I mentioned in my last video, I got stopped out on Friday. I broke my rules and got stopped out. I don't even know. I was doing something like this. Just trying to put something together like that. I think I got in there somewhere. I don't know. I'll have to go back and look. But notice the impulse legs are going down. Right? One of the hardest things I ever have to do is figure out which way am I going. If I can figure out which way I'm going, I'm pretty good. Because then I can say, okay, I can get into this piece and then I can start working my my steps. But yeah, we're just kind of watching right now, drawing, impulse leg, draw the shelf. See, there it goes. It's just not that hard. I mean, we make it hard because we want to have fancy stuff and, like all the colors and all the things that make it, shine. And really at the end of the day, all we're trying to do is, just get our piece and get out, make some money. It's proper stop down here. So, there's your wash on this one here. This is late morning, so you're not even really paying attention to this. I'm done. And that's what happened on Friday is I broke my rule. I think I got in like right over here. Somewhere over here. It just didn't jive with what I was trying to do. Yeah, I think I got in here. And I got stopped out. Right about here. I got stopped out up here, but that's where I got in. I got stopped out right there. And I took the whole thing. I mean, it just ripped me up real quick. Maybe it was down here. I don't know. I can see it now. I was down here. And I was using this as my wash. And the reason why I know that is that this bar here was really fast and it got me out really quick. I had like something like that. Impulse, shelf, retest, pow. Got in here, pow. Hey, those are the breaks, man. I watched a whole lot of trades walk through my life and I didn't take advantage of them. I can see that one there. I can come down here and it's easy to see in hindsight. I know, I get it. But we have to use hindsight to be able to look forward so we can see this stuff. Practice drawing. If you have questions about it, go back and watch the videos. Essentially, we're just looking for the impulse leg. right? This is the pressure cooker off of this swing. You know, if you're trading this swing, then you need to move yourself into that spot so you're not getting confused, right? Impulse leg takes out the high, comes back down here. Your entry's right here. Now, depending on where you live with this, are you, I'm going to try and get up here. I'm going to try and get down here. I'm going to get down here, whatever because you don't know this is going to hit. You don't know where this is going to hit. So you're trying to, in a perfect world, you're right there. In and out. New day. So just keep following the impulse legs. That's all we're doing here. Just keep it simple. Nothing too serious. Right? See this big bar here? It's just so fast. Just blows these guys out of the water. Right? Then it comes down. Here's the bottom. Right? This is the kill zone. So we're waiting for the price to retest. Hits it right here. So we have step one, impulse. A tiny little shelf. And then a retest of the low. And you got one right here. 1, 2, 3. Is it going to be 4? Is it going to keep going down? I don't know. It's going down right now. Right? Which way is the impulse leg going? It's going down. This is got a nice V, though. Real nice V. And it's 5:30, and we don't trade till 7, so we'll see what happens. But just mark it out. Be ready to to see it, and so you can you don't have to guess. This is it. This is your setups right here. You don't have to worry about what where's price gonna go up here. Oh, it's gonna pull back here and do this, and you're gonna get up into here. None of that stuff. It's so silly. I can't even get rid of this thing. It's so silly. I watched people's videos, and I'm trying to understand from where I was at. I mean, I remember sitting there, all this stuff, trying to read a candlestick, trying to read Fibonacci, trying to understand things, and maybe I just wasn't ready to receive either. And that's the other side of it. But this is simple, right? This is simple. You're not, if you're in here, you're right there. You're almost, you're break even, or you're lower, following it down, depending on what you're after. But again, the market's not open. So anyhow, post your comments if you have questions, or if you see something that you have a question about. If you did this one, but you're not trading that swing, right? And it's challenging because, like, look at this. This isn't easy to do. And even I get confused. Right? As price comes up here, let's clear it all out. Make it real easy to clear. See? Right? So you have an impulse leg up, and you have a box right there. See that hard down right there? So somewhere in here, we're going to create the shelf. Because we can see the future, we're just going to cheat. And then we put the box in here. But now you're probably saying, well, geez, Mike, you have another impulse leg here. And you have another pullback here. Right? See the hard down there? There's a small distinction that comes about. And I try to clarify it sometimes. I try, it's part of the risk factor of it. Is that some people like to wait for this to be taken out, like this one here. When I traded this one here and I lost, it didn't take anything out. It just bounced on the kill zone. But I know that it bounces on the kill zone. So I'm willing to take that risk. This one here too, right? This up, hard down, hard up. So you're kind of like, which one am I trading? Which wait for that to take out the high. I mean, maybe. I go both ways. I don't you know, I see this here. I'm going to be down here, and I'm going to take it and see what happens, right? Do I just, and that's where, um, you're going to end up with a lot of break evens, or you're going to end up with, um, some sort of, stop that doesn't really jive with what you're doing. But look again, 11:54. It's at noon. This is just a weird time to trade. And they do another jog here. See how it does that little, it does this little pullback inside here. Just things to observe. I can't see this real time. I'm not, predicting anything. I'm just using the setup that I have to try and get my piece. But this works out. If you're here and if you don't move your stop, all this stuff doesn't matter. But I have a tough time with it. If I see this start to go and I'm in, heck yeah. All right, take me out. It starts to come down. You're like, oh boy. But I can't change it based on my emotion, how I feel. If you're gonna do that, then just take all your money. Just be like, okay, I'm gonna take money at the high, and this is my scalping technique right there. Boom. I'm just gonna take that little piece, and that's it. Maybe you do, and maybe you don't. It's your plan. I know guys that do. That's their setup. I'm just taking this piece to the high, and then I'm done. And the risk reward is different. So there's always challenges. Anyhow, let's see what happens. Oh, this might be coming off. The market is going down for sure. Coming down here. We have a nice little pullback, and then look at the top on this thing here. Can you guys see that? How speedy that is, how high it just, right? So if we're going to do a bigger one, right? If we're going to do a bigger one, here's your impulse leg coming down. Just to see if this comes across. See, this is playing. This is the fun part. We're creating. We're like, what's possible? We don't live by definite rules and things that absolutes. There's no absolutes in this business. Right? So if price gets down here, it might come back up here before it leaves and heads down finally. Look at that. It goes up, comes down, tries again, and all that stuff. All right, go have fun.